minding my business on Twitter, right? Checking my messages. And then I saw this.
Texas senators have unanimously passed a bill, if signed into law, could make several games, anime, manga series illegal to own in the state. The bill bans obscene depictions of minors or someone who looks like one.
Basically, all of anime is in trouble then.
It's over. We are screwed.
New Texas bill can make incredibly popular animes and video games illegal. Senate Bill 20 is structured in a way that mainly points to the usage of AI software to create this types of material. Cartoon or animation are also specified. Some of the most popular anime, manga, and games of all time contain these sorts of depictions. Depending on how Texan lawmakers feel about certain series, there's a good chance many of the most popular anime and manga series ever could be affected. Seen as many stories center around people who are high school age, any content that depicts characters who are underage in any way Texas law deems obscene will be committing a felony offense.
Chris, just great. You like Dan to the Dan, you're a felony offender.
Arrest that man! Whoever he is!
A person commits an offense if the person knowingly possesses access with intent to view or promote obscene visual material containing a depiction that appears to be that of a child younger than the age of 18, engaged in activities described as Section 43.21A1B, regardless of whether the depiction of the image is of an actual child or a cartoon or animation or an image created using an artificial intelligence application or any other software. That said, the activities described...
Oh my god, I hate reading this sort of stuff, man. My brain just molds over.
Even if the Persona series doesn't show any of the explicit material listed in Section 4321 related to minors dating to the mechanics are a core part of the story for both games. There's a chance that depending on how Texas interprets this bill, if it were to be signed into law, owning these Persona games could be a felony in the state, with many of the depicting high school age individuals in a light that could be interpreted as sexual in nature. Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann. Bleach, despite being one of the best-selling anime manga series of all time, also high school age women in the earlier parts of the show. Gurren Lagann features Yoko Littner as the main character, a 14-year-old girl who runs around in a bikini top.
Oh, wait, is that the one? She's 14? I see e-girls cosplaying as her all the time.
Fluffy!
He's not funny at all.
The Monogatari series is on a different level than these examples, though with a 1,000-plus-year-old vampire being depicted as a young child both in the original light novels and the anime adaptation. The main character, Araragi, is regularly seen engaging in explicit acts with women who look like children but are above the age of 18 for plot reasons. Oh boy.
Needless to say, people started crashing out on Twitter.
Welcome to Billy's vlog. I just heard the news in Texas about how they're going after our anime waifus. We have to protect the grippers. This is one of my favorite pieces. It's of Chun-Li. I've never really played... What is this, Star Wars? I don't know, but look at those feet!
We are doing it again, that we don't even know what Project 2025 is, and then immediately put the author in the government roles. Meanwhile, the people responsible for Epstein's files getting lost, quotation marks, in real PDF files in Adobe being allowed to roam free are not punished. Yeah, let's ban fictional depictions of lewd, while real PDF files in Adobe are barely being prosecuted.
Those people will never be prosecuted or brought to justice. I hate to blackpill you, but it's just the way it is. If you are watching anime boobies, they're coming for you.
Too long didn't read. Texas is attempting to pass an unconstitutional law. This definition does not apply to descriptions that are drawings, cartoons, sculptures, or paintings depicting
adults and yada yada. God, YouTube is gonna murder me on this one, dude.
And instead of releasing the Dean list, they distract people like they're fighting for minors. How about you go get us that billionaire list instead? People who think this won't end up banning most anime are crazy. This is one of the most slippery slopes I've ever seen.
Lolicons are realizing that their side considers them the bad guys, laughing my ass off. I'm sorry, your transphobia didn't save you in the end. Ha ha!
I'm dead inside.
My initial response to all of this was like, meh, odds are they're going after something really freaky. Then I saw comments like these, which led me to worry. Dragon Ball would be on the chopping list. Berserk, Gurren Lagann, I can't even read this. Naruto. I guess you're finally going to get in trouble with those sexy jutsus. Who here is going to pretend that when you were young, you didn't run around with your arms behind your back doing Naruto signs? I know you did it, because I did it. We all did it, bro. We tried like hell to sexy jutsu, and I'm not ashamed. One Piece, Bleach, Boku no Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen, Hiroshi Suzumiya, Fire Force. No, what? Fire Force members are teens? That can't be right. They're fighting fires of magic powers. You can't be a firefighter as a teen. I really don't know what's going on. Wait, Fate? Like, isn't Saber 1,000 years old? Even Galleon? Might make sense. Dun da da dan. Anything you like right now, you're going to jail, you pervert.
Why would they shut down hentai heaven? I can't see big anime titties anymore.
So OG Dragon Ball is banned in Texas. I think Naruto Classic would also be banned. Fun fact, the game Bully would also probably be banned as well. Not all animes, bro. Just ones with nudity and the ones where people are trapped in little kids' bodies or something.
You like Detective Conan? You're going to jail. Let's see you solve this crime.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
Brother, that would include Dragon Ball. Have you seen the OG series?
Brother, you also mentioned Naruto, dumbass.
Classic Naruto would be on the chopping block, dumbass.
It's blurred out with fog and shit like that. No actual private parts are showing, dumbass.
Isn't it weird how you just can't have any sort of discourse with anyone on Twitter?
So basically, I started combing through Twitter to find more information about this. And by the power of Hideo Kojima, I was not giving up my anime waifus.
Wow. I actually remember they asked to scan my, like underneath my feet for a reference when I was at Kojima Production.
Stop him!
Soleano tries to break things down, but people are all over the place on this subject. Some are scared that their favorite animes will be banned in the state of Texas, and they'll get a felony. And with today's horrible entertainment from Hollywood, mixed with the lack of socialization, anime and video games may be all some people have. Others want to label everyone who's worried about this as a sex offender, which is pretty typical of progressive Twitter. Then there are the stop watching cartoons crowd of conservatives who are hell-bent on losing the culture war at all cost.
What's your opinion on anime? It's really popular amongst teens and young adults. I think it's all satanic. I have no argument for it. I have no argument for why it's satanic. It just seems that way to me. All anime to me seems weird, just like bizarre, creepy.
Get right out of town.
And in general, I don't think that adults should be, whether it's anime or any other kind of cartoon, with rare exception, adults really shouldn't be watching cartoons in general, I would say.
Well, thank you for being on Wayne's World. It was informative and stimulating.
Thanks, Matt Walsh. Luckily for conservatives, liberals are so far gone that there is no other choice in the two-party system.
This is fine.
I don't necessarily disagree with this decision, although I do understand how this will be used against everything. I want to know where my Asmund heads are at on this one. It's awesome because Asmund literally lives in Texas and he has to now delete half of his library if this is the case. It is what it is, dude.
He's gay! After reading the Texas Penal Code, this headline is 100% fake. It's just a flat-out lie. Texas law applies to images that are indistinguishable from a depiction of a real child or depict a specific actual child. All the bill does is include more types of image creation. Blah, 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 blah. An image that to a reasonable person would be virtually indistinguishable from the image of a child.
That makes it a lot more clear.
Even the authors of this bill have said that its purpose is to combat AI content, which appears to be CSAM. It was introduced in conjunction with SB 1621, which seeks to expand the legal definition of CSAM to include things like realistic AI content or deep fakes.
Basically, this bill is to target weird stuff, and Dextro purposefully clickbaited us all, which turned many people on Twitter against Dextro. Others still wanted to own the chuds.
The legal definition of obscene is also different from the normal definition. It refers to an actual corn on the cob. If the law meant what people are saying, then this bill would make Dragon Ball illegal, because Bulma accidentally flashed Roshi, even though we don't see anything. The headline that Dextro published is just a complete lie to garner outrage clicks, and the people spreading it don't understand the law and think that you should go to jail for seeing Marin Kikagawa pictured below in a bikini.
She's supposed to be a teen too?
Your claims are absolutely false. Maybe read the bill instead of grifting for clips. Oh well, not surprised that Dextro is totally 100% out of touch.
But there were some people that still weren't convinced by this.
If abused, as government has the tendency to do, could this not affect the distribution of anime? And we zoom in, it says, regardless of whether the depiction is of an actual child cartoon or animation, or an image of a created AI or any other computer software.
I don't see how that would connect. Legal mindset comes in.
A new summary of what the bill says is not the same as the full legal text of the bill, particularly the legal definitions. The sheer amount of misinformation and exaggeration on this bill has been frightening, especially from sources that are typically credible.
Then explain how this bill is not problematic when how it's written is so vague that it could theoretically be applied to most anime, cartoons, and media in general.
Legal Mindset says it's not. It's that simple, basically.
So according to Legal Mindset, this is a big nothing burger, proving yet again that nothing ever happens. Granted, some people discredited him by saying, oh, he's just a VTuber lawyer. And you're just a random person on Twitter, so I'm going to go with his take. Go back to your regular lives. Dextro is not to be trusted. It's a website that specializes in Twitch.drama, and that is just so 2000 and late. Case in point.
A related story. Sora generated a creepy version of Pokimane, and lawyer says there could be big issues.
Yeah, because that's totally related to people's love of anime. What are you doing, Piglet?